Hi Virgo, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your general reading for the first half of March 2020. This is a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? If you're looking into matters of the heart or into matters of love or relationships, check out that Venus video. And if your Venus happens to be in Virgo, you're in the right spot, okay? Remember, this is a general reading, Virgo. That means the messages given today won't resonate with all of you. Take which ones do and leave the rest. I'm adjusting the camera for a second. Thank you. Okay, so, let's see. I have two decks here because there are going to be two rows. The top row is what's going on outside and around you, and the bottom row is what's going on inside of you, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull your reading. What's going on around Virgo right now? What's happening in Virgo's life? Justice card. Okay. What is happening in Virgo's world? Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Five of Wands. What is going on inside Virgo? What are they thinking and feeling right now? We have the Fool. Beautiful. Eight of Swords. Definitely got progression though. 8, 9, 10 of Swords here. So we have the King of Cups under the Ten of Swords. And the bottom of the deck, wow, Trusty Chariot. Okay. So, Virgo. I'm going to start with this top row. With the Five of Wands, first off, this is about changes. Changes in a relationship, changes in your life. It could be in a relationship, within your work setting, within your home setting, within a family relationship, within your health, within your money. There have been some complications, okay? Some of you could be within a toxic environment. Could be within a toxic relationship. Heck, this toxic relationship could be within yourself. But for some of you, that will apply. Because whatever you're within, it affects you and your energy. Okay, so for some of you, it's arguments and disagreements erupting. They've either recently erupted or you're in the middle of them now, or it's to come. The Devil does indicate this could be a struggle with ego issues, restriction issues, toxic people and environments, feeling yoked and bonded to things. There could be issues with addictions, drinking, drugs, smoking. Could be fear related. Could be feeling entrapped, okay, and being off balance, okay. And definitely feeling the off or imbalance here with the Chariot also. So, and it could be multiple of those things that I just listed. Whatever it is, it's a situation that makes you feel alone, abandoned, alienated, isolated. And for some of you, definitely has to do with a relationship, with the Two of Cups coming out. Okay. A lot of the hard lessons there. Okay. And for some of you, you're either thinking about leaving, or you're wanting to leave, or you're going to be leaving. These are thoughts. that I'm getting off of the Six of Swords here. But the main thought I'm getting are there are tough lessons here that need to be learned within the situation. Within, for some of you, it's going to be home front. For some of you, it's going to be romantic relationships. For some of you, it's a marriage that involves children. For others of you, it's to do with your children, a relationship with your child, or a relationship with your parent or a spouse. Relationships of all kinds are indicated now, and there's a struggle. And some changes are necessary, okay? With the Five of Pentacles indicated here, so we've got five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, great changes. And with the Justice over here, for some of you, that's definitely wanting a divorce. Maybe for some of you, it will definitely be legally divorcing. For others of you, the divorce is just wanting to get out of a relationship. So you're divorcing somebody or leaving somebody. For others of you, it's wanting an end to a situation. So maybe you won't be leaving these people, but you're wanting swift justice. You're wanting to make changes so that you can bring things back into balance. It's about karmic answers, wanting fairness, okay, wanting truth to come out, and any injustice to be brought forward. This can indicate apologies, okay, for some of you. So with the Justice card, definitely feeling a need for communication here. I keep hearing communicate, communicate, communicate. So if you've had a conflicting situation or an argument or a disagreement, a need for an open and honest conversation is at hand here with the Justice card. Definitely a fair conversation. Not one, where you're not listening. There's a need for open, active listening here. Listening to understand rather than listening so you can respond. Okay, with the Justice card, this is all about being fair and honest and truthful and equal. And this is what you're searching for. That, and some of you are searching for answers. Some of you are searching for truth. Some of you are wanting to give or get an apology, and that will be so. Okay, but this card is really telling me, for some of you, you need mediation to communicate. That's for those at the more severe end of the spectrum. Okay, we're all born at different times, and we have different timelines, and we go through things at different times and at different intensities. So for some of you, it's going to be harder than for others. Like I said earlier, for some of you, it's definitely a legal divorce, and in that case, mediation may be necessary in order to work through the legal process. Okay, I don't even know if you're capable of or wanting to speak with your ex-spouse or other partner at this time. Like I said, you're wanting answers so you can move forward, though. Forward in some sort of process or into a new beginning, okay? So, justice is there. And, I just heard divinely guided. And I know I must say this every single time I do a reading, because that's the truth of the matter. You are being divinely guided. And I do feel like many of the readings tend to be connected. The energies interflowing, interlacing in and out. And I don't feel like these are things that are short. These are long-term processes. So if you are starting or going through a divorce, it's been for some time, or it will be for some time. Okay? For some of you, it's a new. Especially with the Fool underneath. It could be filing for divorce. Okay? For others of you, you're already filed. It's needing to meet with that person for mediation to determine, split up property, go over all of the assets and work through parenting issues. For some of you, totally off the topic, some of you, some answers, something's going to play into your favor at this time. Something that you wanted is going to come. You're going to hear about something, or something's going to come through for you, is what I'm hearing. Something that you've wanted. Okay? And it's going to allow you to move forward into... So, just thought I'd throw that out there. That's a very broad thing to say, but think about things in your life, and is there something you've been wanting or waiting for, or wanting to hear from a certain person, or wanting to receive some sort of communication, or some sort of judgment or package, or it's coming. It's coming. Whatever it is, it's coming, and it's favorable. It's going to make you happy. That's a message aside from what I've been talking about. Okay, so the Nine of Swords tells me now, especially with the 8, 9 of Swords, there's progress forward here, Virgo. Progress forward. Within yourself and within a situation now. So with these changes or the disagreements or arguments, I really feel like for many of you, those things have already happened. Now you're kind of still, the eruption, the disagreement in and of itself has already happened. You're kind of now on your post-argument. You're working through that stuff now. Like, it's brought up fears and anxieties in you. Now, I feel for some of you, the fears and anxieties have to do with where are you going now? Or how are things going to work out now? Or are we going to, it could be very different for different ones of you. Are we going to be able to work through this? This could be anxieties over legal affairs, okay? Whatever it is with the Nine of Swords, it's keeping you up at night. You could definitely be feeling anxiety and depression at this time. I definitely feel a pull away. So, and I feel like you're in a time, Virgo, of needing to be on your own to heal and work through your own stuff. But overall, I'm really, especially with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, I really feel like you might be overthinking a matter. But moreover, I'm feeling really anxious. I'm feeling sad. So I feel like at this time, whatever it is you're trying to work through, or whatever's going on around you, that's the emotion, or that's the situation. That's how it's making you feel. It's making you feel anxious and sad. You could be wanting to reach out for wise advice, and I think it's more like spiritually. So you could be praying or trying to get in touch with your higher power. I don't know that it is, it's going to be talking to another person per se, because I really don't see that. I see you spending more time alone right now, trying to figure things out, trying to look at your life and determine where you're going, especially with the 10 of Swords. Something has clearly come to an end of a cycle. There's a new beginning coming about, and it's not an easy one. It's a rather difficult one, and it's like I just heard pangs of anxiety. I really feel like chest, needing to focus on your breathing. There could be breathing issues or chest pains at this time due to stress and anxiety. So pay attention to that. What I'm brought to focus on here at 10 of Swords is this deer. And deers are like being, the message is you're divinely guided and protected. Okay. Deers and with the birds up here. Definitely feel like it has to do with a relationship. Some collaboration that didn't work out. With the 10, though, definitely feeling for some of you very heavy. And with justice down here, there's a need to express for some of you. There is a need to express this outwardly, to work things out, okay? But there's definitely some fears there, some fears and anxieties about it that you're going to have to work on. I do see forward movement, though. Forward movement. For some of you, you know, in the way you're thinking and feeling, it's a little out of balance. But it's a forward movement nevertheless. You're trying to put an effort here. Solid effort with the 10 of Pentacles. You're trying to keep yourself grounded and balanced. And you're really leaning into your spirituality for strength. And you're going, for some of you, you're going to take that gamble. You're going to take that risk. And that risk for some of you is leaving behind something or a person. For others of you, it's working through. It'll be different for different ones of you. With the Chariot here, though, it says there's going to be some forward movement away from a conflictual situation. Forward movement after the fact, okay? It also saying you need to get yourself into balance. The other thing is, don't avoid those emotions. With all these pentacles I'm seeing in here, there may be a need to express those emotions now. Okay? With not sitting on them or avoiding them. To heal it, you have to feel it, right, Virgo? So, part of getting yourself balanced is definitely feeling. Sorry about that, my dog. It's definitely feeling that pain or that heartache or that hurt in order to work through it to get to the other side. Just try not to ignore that aspect in favor of pragmatism or doing what feels practical. So what's on your mind? Well, a new beginning. Something, you want to start something. Okay? Definitely got some fears and anxieties about it for some of you. For others of you, no. No fears and anxieties. Those fears and anxieties are not about the new beginning, but about things that need, this is more about thoughts and thought patterns that you have to heal within yourself, Virgo. The swords all represent mental in terms of how you're thinking or emoting, acting, believing. What are you believing? For some of you, there's a need to review and analyze your own stuff and heal it so you can move forward. Okay? So, Virgo, we happen to be, these cards fall, or this reading falls during a Mercury retrograde. That's a perfect time to be working on yourself. And that's part of the reading here that I'm seeing. Forward movement and working on yourself. But remember, the bottom row is more thoughts. Your thinking is to, you could absolutely be taking and working on your thoughts and behaviors within yourself. But I'm not seeing forward movement outside yet. No forward movement on the outside. It's more inward. You could be taking and working on your own thoughts, behaviors at this time. And learning those karmic lessons so you can move through. Like I said, with the 8 of Swords, for some of you, this new beginning is not something you really wanted. You're sad. It makes you sad. Okay? You might have felt forced or pushed into this. Like you didn't really have a choice. Almost a resignation that this is just the way it has to be, and it could involve a man or a woman, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be their sun sign either, Virgo. They could have this anywhere in their chart, but there's some lessons to be learned with this person. Okay, now I had pulled the Two of Cups up here, so this could be a romantic partner. Something's coming to an ending. You might be wanting to work through a hard situation. So a chapter's ending and you're going to work into a new beginning. For others of you, it's absolutely you've ended things and you've walked away. Or you're going to. For others of you, it's divorce. Okay, different for different ones of you. Some of you feel amenable to mending things. Others of you are like, heck no, I'm not going there. I'm done. I've learned all I need to learn. But under all of that, no matter what it is, there is still fear and anxiety and depression. Even in its most minute, it's there. And you're feeling emotional over it. So there's some new beginning and changes within your relationships or within a situation that is causing you anxiety and sadness at this time. There's some forward movement necessary, okay, to move away, to grow and learn and heal. But it's also new beginnings that you don't control. For some of you, these are out of your control. For others of you, it's both. You could have had an ending that you couldn't have controlled, but you need to make decisions to move forward anyway. So I have the angel answer cards here. But definitely progression. I'm seeing progression. I'm seeing you taking the steps necessary to work through things. And then when I say progression, for some of you, well, it's really, for some of you, in terms of legal cases and communication, I do see a reaching out there. I know I said I didn't see much action up here, but with the 8, 9, and 10, they're all swords, and so there could be some communications given or received, excuse me. It could also be definitely legal issues for some of you. But outside of that, I'm not really seeing much in the way up here. Most of the movement cards are inward. You're taking steps to work on yourself at this time, to heal your own self. Ask your angels pops out. So at this time you are being divinely guided, the messages. And if you feel alone, if you're feeling you need extra help or guidance, you need to ask your angels. They're always there, but we live in a free choice world. So they're not just going to jump in. You need to ask them. Next card out is It's Up to You. Again, free choice world. It's up to you. Where do you want to go? And I think you're at a point where you're in deliberation. You're with the 8, 9, 10 of Swords. You're really thinking things through. I really feel like you're reviewing, analyzing. Not really. I'm not feeling a ton of forward movement. And during a Mercury retrograde, that's probably a good thing not to start things now. But when it comes to healing patterns within ourselves, that's perfect. Forward movement there is great. It's great. Meditation. So, like I said, very spiritually in tuned right now. Okay. I really think overall this is all going to play out within the next few months. Okay? Definitely within the next few months. Which would be, God, by summer. So I'll just bring that out. Whatever's going on now is going to take some time to work through. Okay? So remember, you have the choice to dwell on what you want to dwell on. Get the help and the answers you need through meditation and through your guides and angels. Okay? Focus on the good. It'll take you places. It all starts with you, Virgo, right? So those are your messages. I hope they resonate. Comment below. Let me know. How does this play out in your life? If you happen to like the reading, the way I lay out the cards, hit that like and subscribe. Love having you here. I love doing these for you. And thank you for coming and watching this video today. I appreciate that. Until next time, do take care of yourself, Virgo. Love and light always. Namaste.